Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. And welcome to episode 5 of Gator Talk. I guess I'm flying solo tonight, which I'm here to talk about the Florida Gators versus the Knights. But before I get the show started, how about we hear a little bit of our of um um my open. So all right. Before I get this show started, I'm gonna play a little bit of on my open from ARS and the rescue rooter. Shout out to my buddy John Stone for letting me use his open. All right. Here we go. Here we go, guys.
Call the RS and rescue rooter. Well, stop your drain and keep you cooler. If your heat goes out, just give us a call. We'll have you warm and toasty in no time at all. If you want clean air that's fresh and cooler, ARS and Rescue Rooter. Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.
Like I said, I am flying solo tonight, and if it takes me a little bit longer to get this show done by myself, I will do that. Now, um, now, um, the Gators had won last night against the UF the UF the UFC Knights. Um, the Gators won against the UFC Knights in the Gainesville at the Swamp. The, the final score of this game that was played last night, the Gators played wonderful last night. Um, and the Gators won 20, 24 to 13 against the UFC Cincinnati Knights. And again, guys, the Gators did well last night. I wasn't able to catch the whole game, but they they still had some penalties, but they was able to hold the UFC Knights from 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 scoring any touchdowns. Um, for 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 the Gators to win. Um, and and the Gators did well last night, and they won. They still have to clean up their mistakes, but and I'm actually liking the two quarterback situation, guys. Um, I'm actually liking how the the Gators are playing the two quarterback well. Yeah, they still had some penalties, and they 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 held the UFC Knights down to be able to come out on top. Um, and and my partner Adrian Green had had an engagement to 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 go to tonight. The Gators had an I mean I mean my partner Adrian Green had an an engagement to be at tonight, so he couldn't be on the show with me apparently, but hopefully when the Gators play against Tennessee, then Agent Green will be back with me. Um, but overall, guys, the Gators did well on yesterday night, and they're now the Gators now have the Gators are now 2-1 in the season so far. And hopefully the Gators will be able to to pull out a a, a win against Tennessee um, going into to, to next week. Um, Game. I believe they're going into Tennessee next week. Um, to face the Tennessee Volunteers. Um, I overall I like what I seen from the Gators on yesterday's game, and they they they're finally showing in improvement, guys. They're finally showing improvement. You know, they're finally learning how to play as a team. And that's what I seen on yesterday's game. They were trying to work as a team regardless of the penalties, regardless of the mistakes. The, look, guys. The team is not always going to be perfect. You know, we win some and we lose some. And we so happen to win this game against you, I'm sorry if I um, butchered that name earlier. We played a a a great game against the UFC Knights, um, and I think we actually did, did a did a great job, and they still have some some mistakes to work on that they made a couple of penalties, but hopefully in practice, Billy Napier will um, go back go back in the locker room and look at the tape of yesterday's game, and the coach can ex, explain to them what the what they did wrong, um and overall, besides the penalties and the mistakes, which they ob- obviously need to still work on down the line. Overall, this game was a win for the Gators. They still need to clean up their mistakes, but overall, they did wonderful working as a team. They did they did outstanding working together. They they did they they did good to stop this UCF Knights team from scoring any more points on the board. They was finally able to work together, and I know the UFC Knights like like to 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 run the ball on the ground. Obviously, we seen that on last night's game, and the Gators were un, unstoppable. With the UFC with the with the U, UC, UCF Knights. Um, the Gators were able to stop the UFC Knights from scoring any more um any more mm, points on the board. I'm just proud that the Gators were able to to come together and win this game. And we'll see what 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 the Gators do against the 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 Tennessee team next week, which which I highly am with the Gators next week, and we'll see how the Gators play against Tennessee. Um, I'm I I am hoping that the Gators will come out with a win against Tennessee next week. But overall, this game was a big win for the Gators this week against the UF the use against the UF UCF Knights. Um, it was a huge win for the Gators against this team, and I'm very happy with the outcome of the game this week. They still need to clean up the penalties and the mistakes, but overall, I'm impressed with the Gators all all around. They actually looked like they're working together as a team. Um, and we'll see how they do against the Tennessee next week. But well, this this puts a wrap on episode 5 of Gator Talk for for this week, but join us again next week for episode 6, where we will be breaking down this game against the hold on, guys. Let me pull that up for you right now. Oh, all right. We got the Gators versus this team. The the, the Tennessee Volunteers, and you can see that game and you can see that game on YouTube TV. It's probably gonna be picked up by ESPN when that game gets closer, but so for next Saturday. So um and I hope that the Gators win big time against Tennessee next Saturday. So this is the team that we got next coming up. And hopefully the Gators will come out with a win next week. But we'll be here breaking this game down on episode 6 of Gator Talk next week. Hopefully, with my co-host Adrian Green, um, and and my and my extra help, Adam, with my extra helper aboard. His name is Mr. Adam, and I hope to have my co-host back next week. But until we see you guys again next week, I'm your host, Alex Perez, on behalf of my awesome co-host Adrian Green, and on behalf of my other friend that helps me out too, Adam Source. We'll see you guys next week for episode 6 of Gator Talk. Enjoy this win that the Gators did yesterday, guys. So it's I think everything it's looking it's moving forward for the Gators so far this year. Hopefully, we can come out with a win next week against Tennessee. So, but I'm your host, Alex. I'm your host, Alex Perez. I'll see you next week for episode 6. So long, Gator fans, and then enjoy this win, guys. That the Gators won on yesterday's game, but good night, everybody, and God bless you.
Call ARS and Rescue Rooter. Well, unstop your drain and keep you cooler. If your heat goes out, just give us a call. We'll have you warm and toasty in no time at all. If you want clean air that's fresh and cooler, ARS and Rescue Rooter. Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.